I would like to highlight the need for ports and cities to work together and to have projects, specific projects together. We see every day how the cities and citizens have more interest in ports and want to gain space for more citizen activities. And we ports need to adapt ourselves to keep up with our main reason to be, so logistics and industrial activities, but we also need to open up to the cities. To do that, we need to have a voice in trade shows such as the Smart City Expo World Congress. We also need to learn about new technologies, and this is the perfect scenario to go and fish on new technologies that we can bring to ports to make us more sustainable. But as a matter of fact, what we need to do is to work together more and to do specific projects towards a more sustainable ocean. And that cannot be done only by ports itself or cities itself, but together.
So I think it's crucial for the future to build between ports and cities a common vision, how we will make the transition on energy, on circularity together.
Well, there are so many things, there are so many takeaways because we have covered so many subjects. One big thing is, before the last 10 years, we have been talking about tech, about AI, about IT and so forth, IoTs. Now we are moving away from pure tech of smart ports to sustainability. Why are we doing this? It's not, we were trying tech, but now what is important? It's about sustainability, one, and second, it's about resilience. And resilience is not only resilience in the supply chain that we discussed, but also on cybersecurity again, because this is the major issue that we are all facing in our industry. So we discussed about sustainable and smart port cities, S2PCs, which is a big subject also in the context. And we discussed early this morning with the president of Smart City Expo, and next year we will work a lot all together, on sustainable smart port cities, bearing in mind that within the top 25 mega cities worldwide, 17 of them are smart port cities. So it's a big challenge.
I think the one message would be, if you can come here in person, try to do that. I know for next year we'll definitely recommend to our organization that we need to come back and continue the work that we're doing for smart ports, and then also in our specific roles, the continued work we're doing together.
Friends, totally friends. Friends all over the world, we are all together, we are just speak about the same language, the language of innovation. All of us want to be more efficient and just try to make the world a little bit better.
One message is hard to say, just one, but I would say this is a unique event where you can find partners and contacts in the maritime industry and especially in port. And this is very, very uncommon in conference and events on innovation.
Thank you very much for your question. I understand that, in my point of view, the best takeaway from this element is to understand that we are all together. And everything we do, we can implement through technology and through cooperation everywhere. That means that we can easily, really easily, implement all solutions we see today, here, everywhere, really fast. That is the best takeaway. Everybody needs to understand this is the new technologies coming that bring solutions that have already been tested, and everybody here understands they would like to have that technology too. That means for us, the startup, we are more than happy to provide solutions to problems that we already identify in one port and in many other ports. That means we are more than happy to understand that everybody is aligned with this idea. We need to share knowledge.
So I think there've been some really interesting conversations today. We've talked about investment abroad, we've talked about decarbonization, I know we've talked about digitalization. I think one of the things that we often forget in maritime and in ports is that learning is iterative. There are going to be some projects that fail no matter how well you thought about them, because markets change, countries get invaded, COVID hits, you can't plan everything. Technology is going to evolve, and sometimes the thing that you thought was the best idea since sliced bread today is going to be a terrible plan, which costs you millions, but the point of the matter is you tried it and you learned. So I think my big takeaway is we're going to have to get better, and this has to be an iterative process. So there are going to be some failures, and we need to not penalize people that have failed. We need to celebrate the learnings from these failures just as much as we celebrate the successes that move our industry forward.
I mean, the thing we want to take away is basically the knowledge of the people regarding sustainability and importance it has, right? So nowadays, people is focused on green sustainability, and the future is blue. I mean, 70% of the planet it's water surrounded, so we need to go to the blue sustainability policies, and we want to try to introduce people to this new trend in this case.